Welcome to Down the Astro-hole with Biz Cheviot. That's me. And now this is the second episode, and I have my friend Caryn Humiston Heilman and her lovely cat Grim. Today we're talking about psychic pets and their signs. What do you think about that, Caryn?
I think it's great. Felines are very intuitive. Grim here is an orange Manx, weighing in at 16 pounds, 2 ounces. This little nubbin above his beehole is called a Rumpy because it's so small. And when he's happy, it goes up and down, and that's called a Rumpy riser.
A Rumpy riser. Wow, that's good trivia.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
It'll show up on Jeopardy one day.
Maybe we should Google that. I think maybe it has already. Oh, the Rumpy riser is going for the lovely mimosa that Caryn has made in her New Jersey home, where this lady over here was born in Jersey. How do you like in Jersey?
I'm liking it a lot. There's a lot of beautiful historical homes in New Jersey, which you don't always hear about. All these 18th, late 19th century homes, and it seems like it's full of history. This town. Not every area is beautiful, but it could be.
You know, I respect that. And moving from the city, how are the cats taking it? When they moved in, were they scared? Was their intuition on? Was it off?
Well, these have been apartment cats their whole lives.
Wait, we didn't say Sam, his brother, who is a terror. Well, he tried to maul my face a couple times.
Samson has bit my nipple on more than one occasion.
Yikes.
Just getting dressed for work. Bend over to put on a shirt. Nipple bite. But just from backstory, Samson was born on the street in Manhattan in the winter. So the elements gave him a cold. So he had a runny nose, and it caused his eyes to develop with a cloud film over them. So, he's an orphan from the streets, crazy eyes.
He gets street creds.
He's got all the makings of a supervillain, and he's living up to that persona.
Perfect. And now I want to grasp onto that. And do you know his actual birth date?
I think his birth date is possibly the same as mine, or like March 2nd.
Pisces,
yes, because I got him.
But he's a little sly. I don't see him as a Pisces. If you had
more an Aries.
Yeah.
That's
what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. But I got him April 20th, 4/20, and the day before I got him, I remember we used to work together at that time, and I sent out an email to everyone that I would be off the next day because it was Catmas. And I was observing Catmas.
If you haven't noticed, this is my cat lady friend. But she's just a friend too, so.
Yeah.
She's a human being, not just a cat person.
But he was wild from the get-go. I thought he was a kitten that would grow out of it, and he is now 10 years old. Has not grown out of it.
He's an Aries for sure.
I think he is an Aries.
He's so ominous, for real. But he has some type of Pisces in him because he's old soul, reincarnated. I tried to kill people in a past life. I'm just gonna maul you this time. Like
the painting in Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that.
And Grim here, I remember when he was a little kitty running amok. I was sleeping on a blow-up bed in your apartment after happy hour, and this guy was running all over me.
When I got him, he weighed 7 ounces.
Wow.
He was a little malnourished.
And what's his birth date?
I think his birthday is more into April. So he actually may be more of an Aries. But he doesn't act like it. He's very timid.
I think he's very, laid back.
He's very late. Well, he's also a little on edge sometimes. He doesn't like change. If I move a piece of furniture from one side of the room to the other, he looks at me like, who authorized you to do this? this. I did not approve this. When we brought a baby into the apartment, he looked at us like, I told you to wear a condom.
Oh.
He did not. He was nervous. He was nervous.
With that nub. Oh my gosh. So what do you think he would really be? Like, what type of sign?
Let's see. Capricorn.
Capricorn, very, very serious.
A little serious.
Hey, Cap. So, in your experience, I know with my dog, Sunny, when I first met him, my family had adopted him, and I came in, and he ran to me, and he was attached to me ever since. He was like, there's the girl I've been looking for. Like, he was sent here to, find this girl, and it was like that. He was like a magnet to me. Do you have, experiences where your cats were, psychic and, told you stuff? Not to go in the burning room or something?
I think that more so than my current cats, my childhood cat was more like that because he was my best friend. And when I would sleep, he would put his arm around me and hug me in my sleep like a person. And that's why I got Grim, because they looked exactly the same. And
Grim is giving us the George Costanza right now on the couch.
Yep, yeah. Oh, yes, very much so. Yeah. There should be a fan blowing his fur in the wind. But he is making bread to my floorboards.
And for people that don't know, what is bread making with cats? I know from...
Other people may also call it making biscuits. There's a couple different technological terms. But he just grips with his paws. Some cats do it to blankets. Grim does it to door hinges and other items that are not typical of bread making. And the reason why cats do that, it's a feeling of contentment, because when they were kittens, they would knead the teats of their mothers to help the milk flow down.
There's a lot of teats and nips in this episode with Caryn. Care Bear, who I call her, as a side note. Now, I want to discuss, tomorrow is the full moon Virgo, 19 degrees, and I learned that it's called the worm moon.
Yes.
Because, which is really kind of weird and gross.
Worm or warm?
Worm, worm, because it says the soil breaks.
Because it's the start, almost pre-spring?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, during full moons and moon phases, do they get crazy, the animals?
They do get a little stir crazy sometimes. Every so often, they just have these fits where they just run back and forth around the house, up and down the stairs. When we first moved in, Grim ran up and down the stairs a lot. And if you saw him, he's a pretty big guy. He does not run. So...
Yeah, it was interesting to me that he got up this time. But I like a fat cat. My brother has 2 cats now, and he's very smitten with them.
Yeah.
They just sleep all day.
More to love. And he does let me pet his belly, so that's a bonus.
Well, if you had to say what Grim was saying now, when we asked him, what's your feeling on the full moon coming up, what would he say?
I think he'd say, as long as the moon doesn't come into the house, it's okay.
Beautiful. Well, that's this episode of Down the Astro-hole with Biz Cheviot. That's me. And my lovely friend, Caryn Humiston Heilman. Thank you so much. Oh, and I'm sorry, Grim, you as well.
Yes.
Thanks for joining
Mr.
us.
Heilman.
Yes, Mr. And we'll snap a photo. And good day. Hello, this is Biz Cheviot, your host for Down the Astro-hole, and I'm taking a tour of Caryn's cat house with all the famous felines. Here's the poster. There's a lot of psychic energy coming from that. Do you want to tell me about it?
Well, there's all these different cats throughout history on here. Famous kitties through history. So see here, you've got Chester cat, the Cheshire cat, the late Lil Bub. There's a lot of energy coming off of Lil Bub. American treasure that we lost recently.
Oh. Do you know if he died at a certain moon phase?
I'm not 100% aware of his moon phase, but I feel like it was sometime during the winter solstice, perhaps.
That's interesting, because people usually die during big moon phases, but that's pretty cryptic, so we're gonna stop with that. Well, thank you for the tour of your famous felines, and till next time, we'll see you then. Hi, we're back again because she's showing me pictures on the famous felines, and we're interested to know what their planetary assignments would be. Would Simba be a moon? Would it be a sun, a Pluto?
I think Simba's a sun, because, he's the son of the king of the jungle,
Yeah. How about that guy with the top hat?
Ooh, this guy?
Yeah.
Who's he? Number 5. Mr. Mistopheles.
Really?
Old possums.
No wonder I liked him.
Practical cats. What a cutie. You just want to tickle him under his armpits.
Yeah, you know what he is?
Do I know what he is? I think he's probably a Pisces.
That's what I was saying. I was going to say.
He's pretty chill.
I'm a Pisces rising. You're a Pisces.
Yeah.
That's why we can get the chill vibe going here. Big chills, too.
What do you think, Grim? Grim, who's your favorite cartoon kitty? Oh,
See you later.
The female cat from Pepe Le Pew.
Oh, is that what he said?
Everyone's classic pinup cat.
Well, real sassy. What do you think of Scorpio?
Yeah, that's the tail.
All right. Well, there you have it. Thanks again, Caryn and Graham and the Heilman house in Jersey. Oh. So this is a PS because I also had a question for Caryn. If the Rumpy, and I also, the thing on his butt, which is his tail, if it had a sun sign, what would it be?
What are the different sun signs? It would be a rising sun, for sure.
Would it be like a Capricorn, an Aquarius?
Or Scorpio. Very passionate when the Rumpy goes up and down. He's all in. That means he's very intensive. His motor's running, the purr's going. It's all fair game when the Rumpy's out.
Thank you.
Well,
that's all we needed.